What's going on, everybody? Rich Marks the Spot here, the creativity scientist. And today I'm just going to walk you through my workflow for my podcast, from how I record to how I distribute, and then how do I publish it to the social platforms with Reels. And it's kind of hands off at this point, but I already made this video, so fail because I was running it through OBS, and for some reason, 5 minutes in, I had a huge frame drop, and then the rest of the video was choppy madness. So I'm redoing it again, so bear with me. I'm gonna not go through the whole process like I did before as far as like downloading, and because there was moments of dullness when doing that. But a couple people have been asking me, Rich, how do you have time to even do a podcast with a family and working full time? And I said, at first it was a struggle, and I was doing in-person podcasts, and we were filming, and I was editing, and then I was chopping it up into reels, and it was a real struggle. So I knew that pace could not keep on forever. And that's when I started to give up the idea of being in person and moving to Riverside, which is like Zoom, and recording in the cloud. So let's get into it. I always schedule a podcast, and then there's an app that you can record out of, but you could also record right here from the browser from Riverside Studio. I will create a little message about some tips and tricks to my guest, and I send them the link, and they can either download the app on their phone, or they could just use it right in the browser. They could use their computer. They could use any camera. A couple tips I always give is like have your face well lit, and try to use headphones and a microphone if possible, and be in a quiet place. But I guess it's not necessary, because I've had people join the podcast from a bar, a noisy bar, and they were just drinking and having a grand old time. It was really fun. So here you can change your camera, add your microphone, and headphones, or where you're exporting where you want your audio feed to go. So what's super nice about Riverside is once you're done filming, you keep your laptop or your phone open while the project encodes and uploads to the cloud. So your guest needs to keep their phone open for a couple minutes, and you keep your device open. Once it's done, a project's created. Those are the exports. But when you're done recording, all your footage will go into here, into recording. Getting nervous again, like my frame rate's dropping, but it seems to be good. I'm just pulling up OBS here, and it seems to be working pretty good. My computer's starting to scream a bit. So yeah, your recordings are here. So we actually dropped out. We recorded for an hour and 14 minutes, and then the call was lost for whatever reason. I don't know why. So we ended up finishing the call, and it nests those two recordings into this one project. The only issue I had was his video feed was lost for the end of the call. So when you do have a recording and you want to edit in Riverside, and that's what's nice, Riverside handles the editing with its AI tool here in the or co-create here in the corner. I don't remove pauses or filler words. It's just, it is what it is. I do the magic audio, which enhances the audio from both sides. And I also use smart layouts. So whoever's talking might be full screen. And then they switch back to a cropped view and back and forth. And then I just share and export. You can export the audio and the video. So after that, it's exported into the exports here, and then I click download and download it to my machine. What's nice in edits, let's go back to edits. I shouldn't have left there. When you're in an edit, so how do I handle, creating a title and a description and some tags for YouTube? Yeah, I could make it by scratch, but like I said, I'm pretty busy. I have a family. job. So I'm enjoying doing the podcast, but I want to be hands off from what happens after in post production. I'm more interested in just talking to the people rather than the whole system of it. I don't download. I copy the transcript and I copy the chapter list and I just paste it into Claude. I did build a little bit of a prompt with Claude, and I am connected into vidIQ, which is a third-party YouTube optimization software. So it does connect in through my Claude, and then that's optimization for a different video, but YouTube optimization. See, it gives you a couple working titles, a description, chapters, and some tags. Is it the best? No, but it's quick. So from there, I use Buzzsprout for distribution. All I do is upload a new episode, and I can go to one that's already published and edit the episode. You put in the title here, your audio, and you edit the description, and you can Sorry, that was my reminder for a meeting I have. Yeah, you can fill that all in anyways. Save and update the episode. Boom, it goes out to Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, all those things. And it gives you some stats. And you can even make a website. Yeah, simple little website here. I don't know if it's good for SEO or not. But when people are like, oh, share the episode with me, I don't have to go to Spotify or pick YouTube. I just send them the website, and they can kind of decide where they want to see the podcast. And there's social links at the bottom there. So, 20-year timeout podcast is in Buzzsprout. It just published, and it's going to all the streaming platforms for podcasts like Spotify and stuff. My next step in this process to get reels created is I upload the full video to Opus Clip. Once the video's uploaded, you can choose how you want to chop it up. 30-second cuts, 60, 90, minute to 3 minutes, 3 minutes to 5 minutes, etc. I schedule using this bulk schedule. So how I do it is I do 7 days at a time. So I'll click 7 reels, as you can see, I already scheduled these ones. You can go into each reel if you just want to do one at a time, and you can even edit. There's an edit clip button here if it isn't to your liking. I already have selected how I want my captions to look, and I use my on-brand font. But other than that, I don't really go in and mess with the editing too much because, like I said, this is just a passion project. The process is streamlined, and I just go for it. So once I select the 7 clips, it's going to pull up a box and it's going to create the captions and some hashtags for you. You can go in and change some things. You can even use their AI chat at the top to change the way they're creating the caption for Facebook or Instagram or X or TikTok or YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever you're posting to. And then it'll ask you, how do you want to post? Every 2 hours, every 4 hours? I post every day, one every day, and I pick a time, let's say 8 p.m. So I know at 8 p.m. every day, Monday through Sunday, a post is going to go out and with just a click of a button. Since I do have so many clips with the podcast, and I also like to make videos from time to time, talking head videos, the schedule I keep is I'll do one, then I'll repeat the process, okay? I'll go schedule bulk. I'll click 7 clips that hadn't been selected yet, and I'll publish them at, let's say, 10 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Sunday. Boom. So now I have a post going out at 10 a.m. and a post going out at 8 a.m. to all the platforms that you want to post to. And then I do a third in the middle of the day. Do post how you'd like, but I can schedule out, if I have a couple podcasts pre-recorded, I could be scheduling out for the month, which is lovely. I guess last thing I do is I upload the full video to YouTube. All the shorts are handled in Opus Clip, but I upload the full video in YouTube. And I guess one little nice touch one little last step I do is I go to Spotify. Buzzsprout does not allow you to upload the video. I know there's other platforms that do. So if anybody have any suggestions of another platform that I should be using to distribute the podcast, so I could just upload the video and it'll go out to Spotify without this manual step here, although it doesn't take long. I just click into the episode and then I upload the video and the cover image. Something I didn't discuss was creating cover images. You can use Canva. If you have an Adobe subscription, you could use Adobe Express. You could even use Claude or AI if you want to create your thumbnails. And it'll have a lot of information based off the transcript and the chapters, so it might do a good job, it might not. vidIQ does have a free tool. It's not free, but a paid tool that creates the thumbnails for you. Sometimes it's good, but it feels very like Mr. Beast intense. I tested it out for a while. I did get some better click rates doing that with older videos, but I'm over it. It was fun at first, but I stopped doing it. So yeah, so that's kind of my process for how I distribute a podcast episode every week. I record at some point, and I like to sometimes double up and record 2 in a week so that it kind of spaces me out if I miss a week or, get lazy or I can't find a guest. That way I'm kind of scheduled out 2 weeks in advance with editing. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions or reach out. I'm glad to help anyone who wants to start a podcast or is running a podcast, but editing all the time and the struggle is real. Eventually, I would like to have this passed off to a moderator who could go in and really find the hooks and find all that. Future, talking about the future, I might not. Here's the thing. Opus Clips allows me to easily post to all the platforms, okay? It is $130 a year or something like that. Riverside does have this tab made for you where it cuts up reels, it gives you a hook, it gives you some social media post ideas. Nothing made for that one yet, but in that magic tab, yeah, that's all available there, and they will schedule to YouTube, but YouTube only. So if that changes in the future, I might fully be on Riverside and not even have to go to Opus Clip, but that's only if Riverside does as well as Opus Clip at creating all the reels and publishing. And at this point, it's so user-friendly that it would be hard for me to move away. Also like the fact that you can create your own brand profile for the captions and the text. And, you could change the colors and stuff. So it's really nice and on brand. So thank you for watching this video. It's the second time I've made it. The first video was 40 minutes long. What a waste of an hour. But this video was a lot shorter because I wasn't downloading the footage and uploading it and making the cover image and refining the description and title. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you have the urge to. It would be greatly appreciated.